We're here at the Harvard Law School. This is the wrap-up of the two-day forum they had on the Constitutional Convention, which was originally billed as both sides, the left and right coming together, both sides of the issue, pro and con, would be represented. And we're speaking to Dave Vieira. Dave is a resident of Hyde Park, a section of Boston, and he attended at my suggestion. He spent 2 days, pretty much took in quite a bit. But Dave, give us a general overview of this two-day event.
There was wide-ranging discussion. Most of it was definitely in favor of calling a convention. There were some panelists on a couple of the workout groups that did discuss the negative aspects of calling a convention, but for the most part, the discussion was pretty much weighted on the side of calling a con-con.
Now, you right now, you don't have a strong opinion either way.
My opinion is that basically we should take control of the Constitution we already have. There are certain elements of the Constitution that are being violated right now. For instance, President Clinton's attempt to line-item veto bills. There's clearly not a constitutional provision for a line item, and he tried that and he got struck down on it. And so now we're dealing with things like signing statements where presidents are signing bills into law and making a statement along with the bill saying that they're intending not to enforce parts of those bills. That's nothing less than a line item veto without the benefit of having the opportunity for a congressional override. These kinds of things have to be looked at before we start any further amending process.
Well, did anybody here impress you by the way they presented themselves or their arguments, or did anybody maybe scare you or get you upset by what you heard?
There were some speakers that continued to try to play the politics of victimization. The politics of racial victimization, gender victimization, homophobic victimization. If any of our problems are going to be solved, certain segments of our society are going to have to drop the victim label and stop looking backwards and start looking ahead at what we need to do as opposed to where we've been and what we've done. I think that's something that we really have to get over as a national entity.
Well, very good. And just some concluding thoughts here. Ending statement here as to if you're speaking to millions of people around the world, around the United States, that they're waiting to hear your comments.
I'm very, very glad I came. It gave me a better perspective on the process, if not the final goal. I'll be looking forward to what comes out of this conference and see where some of the participants end up and see if there's actually any movement toward continuing the movement toward a constitutional convention here in the United States.
Oh, well, thank you, Dave, for your attendance here and for this report. And this is Hal Shurtleff with the John Birch Society. And if we take a strong stance against the con-con, and if you're encouraged to oppose it, we encourage you to oppose it, because our Constitution is on the chopping block if this goes through. So I would contact the jbs.org. They have an issues section where it says the con-con. You get a lot of resources. If you're on Facebook, join Stop the Constitutional Convention and be part of the process. So thank you, Dave. And
thank you very much, Hal.